Hello everybody! Welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie and we do this live almost every Monday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time ever participating in a YouTube live, please make sure that you are logged into your YouTube account. If you're not logged into your YouTube account, it will not let you participate in the live chat, and that would be bad if that's something that you want to participate with. If you want to lurk, that's fine too. Also, if you are new, or if you're a veteran here and you need the reminder, make sure that you click the drop down button to make sure that it's selected to live chat. For some reason it defaults over to top chat, and you don't want that because that's going to filter out some of the messages that are going through on chat, and I may respond to something, you'll end up being lost in the sauce, and it'll just sound weird because I'll be talking to somebody and you won't get it. My chat is still not scrolling for some reason. I don't know why it is not scrolling, but it is not scrolling. Hey, there is Kathy Breyer. You know what? You're a fan. You're like a super fan of Betty McKnit. So wanted to make sure that you guys knew that Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be going live with Betty, because Betty and I have some Snowball Express stuff to talk about, and it's been a really, really long time since Betty and I have gotten to hang out and speak to each other. A super, super long time. So she was like, hey, why don't we do a live together? And I said, okay, fine. So that will happen on Thursday. Somebody remind me to give that reminder again towards the end for folks that are not here yet, because this is the time when everybody's filtering in. Also, if you are new, we have a disclaimer that goes on here. We have what's known as the Three Musketeers. They are veterans here. They are locals, but a lot of funny business goes on with this group, okay? And if you say something and a pun can be made out of it, one of them is going to drop on it really, really, really quickly. It's the Three Musketeers. It's Freaky Sue and Anthony. And then we got a couple other folks that have been vying for months for the coveted D'Artagnan position, but we have not assigned that yet because that will just make their heads explode, and they're already big enough. We don't want that to happen. So hello, 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 everybody coming in. Don't harass them, they're local. Yeah, well, don't feel harassed by them. More importantly, don't feel harassed by them. It's all in good fun. Honest to goodness, it's all in good fun. Let me flip this before Ida gets to me. And Ida says, switch your camera. So many people coming in. Hello, you guys. Thank you guys for being a-okay with me taking a mental health break last week. I needed it. I needed it very much bad. The patrons kept me up all night, okay? You reach a point in your crochet existence and your crochet life and your pandemic life, really, where staying up until midnight and laughing and joking with your patrons just takes so much out of you that you're hungover the next morning, okay? And I experienced a little bit of that last week, because last Sunday was Super Sunday, and on Super Sundays, I spend the vast majority of the day with the patrons. There's two different Zoom calls. There is one that is specifically for one tier and above, and it's a very small pool of people, so they get more time with me and with each other. And then after a certain point, we open it up for another level and above, and that's a bigger pool of folks. But I went live at noon my time, and I unboxed Snowball Express on Sunday. That was the finale for this year. There will not be another unboxing for this year. If you haven't watched it, you really need to go check it out on the channel, because it was it was an awesome finale, and I apologize for crying. For all of you guys, I tried really, really, really hard not to cry. but Bonnie did me in. Bonnie did me in. So towards the end, I do get a little bit weepy, a little bit being the key word. But then I went to Zoom with the patrons. So I was in Zoom from 1 p.m. my time until midnight my time. There was a whole lot of laughing and a whole lot of shenanigans and a whole lot of energy that just went out. And it was John said she was hungover from drinking in our glory. That's exactly what happened. So patrons, we can't do that. We can't do such a long stretch like that, because that was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy, but it was great. It was very, very nice to hang out with the patrons, and everybody just comes and goes as they can. Some stuck it out the entire time with me, which is nice. Hello, everybody that's still coming in. Don't apologize for showing feelings. Well, listen, it was almost a whole lot more than just showing feelings. I had to talk myself down, because I didn't realize how much I needed a hug until I opened Bonnie's blankets, and it smelled like Bonnie. So it was just like she was in the room with me, which coincidentally is a bad thing, because our blankets are supposed to be free from all scents, but it smelled like Bonnie, so I kind of lost it there. Whew. Note to self, run that sucker through the wash machine before we pack it up, because it smells like Bonnie's house. Not that that's a bad thing. Her house does not stink, but it's supposed to be free from all smells. Are you crocheting a single crochet border? Listen. Oh, John said 2 a.m. my time, and I went to work 4 hours later. Okay, fine, John. Fine. You're a better person than I am. So the story about this blanket, okay? I finished it. Thought I was finished. I don't know what I was thinking, okay? I really don't. And Shelly looked at it, because I finished it at work Saturday night, and I was so happy to have it off of my plate. And Shelly goes, "What is that?" And I said, "It's a baby blanket." She goes, "Isn't that a little bit small?" And I said, "No, Shelly, how big do you think babies are? Not everybody's like my cousin and gives birth to a toddler." And she goes, "Oh, okay." So yesterday, my cousin Amy calls me, and she's sitting down and she's crocheting up a baby blanket. And she holds that sucker up, and I said, "Amy, that's a baby blanket?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "That's a little big, isn't it? You're making a lapghan, not a baby blanket." And she goes, "Well, it's 36 inches. That's a baby blanket." I said, "What do you mean 36 inches? Y'all, I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I have no idea what I was thinking when I started this. I don't know where my brain was. And let this be a lesson to you, because this blanket is only, wait, what is it? 19 inches across. I don't know what in Sam Hill I was thinking. And then, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm really, really not tooting my own horn, but I can weave in some ends, because it took me an hour and 10 minutes to find my last end so I could frog it back. Took me forever, guys. Was not okay. I always miss the patron Zoom. It's Monday here, and I'm busy with getting kids to school and going to the gym and all of that. Listen, Kim, we were there well past gym time, okay? You should just send me a message. Just send me a message to see if we're still in Zoom. Because, honestly, hours, that one was a marathon. Because normally I at least like to finish by 10 my time. But that was that was a marathon car seat blanket. Listen, listen. No, I was not thinking. And then I'm talking to Amy, and it was 26 inches with the border on that I had put on. And I said, yeah, I'll just aggressively block it. It'll be okay. I'll just aggressively block it. And Amy went, you ain't gonna be able to get 10 inches by aggressively blocking. I was like, girl, you underestimate me. And then she goes, what happens when she washes it? And I'm, oh, man. Man. So there's this, and there's this, and there's this, and this, and this. So I took it all apart, okay? I took it all apart. I'm redoing it. I needed to redo it anyways. I was just like, you know, it's ruffling. I put too many stitches in at first when I was, because I don't like the way, I've never liked the way that edges look. I'm not a fan of it. I like a clean edge. So I put too many stitches in when I was doing that, and we all know what happens when you put too many stitches in, right? Was I had a wave. There was a ruffle blanket, and then I brought it in. You can see behind me that blocking board that's down there that I was lazy and I just left there because I was like, surely I'm going to be able to block this out. I'm going to be able to block this out. This is going to be fine. This is going to be all fine. No. No, there was no way to block that out. So then I made the decision that I just needed to frog it and that I needed to do better. Babies get bigger, blankets can't be too big. Yeah. You don't want to see me post gym. I need a few hours to settle down. Oh. The colors are actually because the mom and dad do not want to know the sex of the baby. So the gray and the orange are their favorite colors. I'm not sure which one is gray and which one is orange, and then the fawn is just, you know, like the neutral color to go between them. But they don't know what they're having, so this is what me and Grandma decided on for colors. Can you please show us how to make this beautiful blanket? This is it. It's just a stacked granny. That's all it is. But the difference between my stacked granny and other folks' stacked grannies is they normally put the granny stitches right on top of each other. I have all of these colors of rows right here. This is single crochet chain 2 over the granny and then single crochet between the grannies. So there's a chain 2, and then when I go up to do another row of the grannies, I put the grannies in the chain 2. So that's what gives it the effect that it does. But there's lots of ends, because this was 184 ends that I wove in. Yes, I did. I was going to cheat, and I was going to do a double border. Thank you, Jesus, that I did not do that, because then I would have been really mad. I wove in all of those ends. The craziness. They get no choice. They'll see it when they change the child. I know. I know. Hello there. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Beverly said her head is about to explode. Bless her heart. Poor thing. So this is what I'm doing. I am restarting the border, the straightening out process, if you will. And hopefully it will, I think I know where I messed up. I believe I know where I messed up. So hopefully it will be fixed this time around. Because I really want this done and off my plate so I can get back to my filming shawl. Get that done. Most grandpas didn't crochet or knit until a few decades ago. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Because there's a... Yeah, I don't know about that. There's a lot of people that were in the service in World War I that, that knew how to knit. There's a lot of people in Europe that learned how to knit regardless of if they were male or female when they were in school. So I don't know about that one, DB. Okay. Flip. Alright, how was I going to do this? Alright, yeah, right there. This is the critical side. The side's going up. It's not so much the bottom side, it was the sides going down that was a major issue. A major issue. Oh, see, now that's pulling. I don't want that. Oh. Why couldn't I have just bought somebody's pattern and just went with it, huh? Why couldn't I do that? Are you gonna sit right? Lord Jesus, I hope so. How much did you actually frog? A whole lot. All of this. All of this was the border. All of it. I frogged a lot. Hey, there's Wanda, but she said she'll be right back. That blanket looks really nice. Isn't there a way you can carry the colors up the side? I'm sure you could if you wanted to, but I did not want that. Did I do 1 or 2 there? Oh, that's 2. I don't like the look of backs of stitches. My OCD will not let me go with that. It makes me crazy. So I cut for every single row. I cut to make sure that all of the stitches were on the front. Yeah. The only time there's really no time that I enjoy looking at the backs of stitches. And I'm sure that you could have, the other thing is, and what I'm doing right now, is I'm going through, because you start, the color rows, they actually start in the first double crochet of the granny grouping. So they stick out a little bit more. And traditionally, whenever you're going through and you're doing your first row of your border, you know, you go into the sides of those stitches and you wrap around those posts. Well, it's really hard to do with single crochets, so what I'm doing is I'm chaining 1 and I'm going over those single crochets so that color still stays there. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I carried up the yarn, because then it would just look really wonky. Makes her crazier. Yes. Thank you, Kim, for that clarification. Makes me crazier. But I'm the best kind of crazy. Just so we get that clarification out there, I am the best kind of crazy. Obsessive crochet disorder. I wish that was all it was. I do. My cousin knew when she was talking to me that I was going to end up frogging the whole thing. And you know, the worst part is I just figured, oh no, I'll just keep on going and it'll just be a super big border. So I worked on it yesterday evening while I was watching TV, and then the same cousin woke me up this morning and was like, FaceTime? So I had to get up, have coffee with her, and we sat there talking for a couple hours while crocheting. And then I still continued on for a couple hours more after that, because just one more round, and I'll get up and I'll get in the shower. And she reminded me, I forgot that today was a holiday, and I'm so thankful that she called me, because I was thinking that she was at lunch, which is why she was wanting to FaceTime with me. So when she picked up the phone and she was in her office at home, I said, what are you doing home? What's wrong? And she said, nothing, it's Labor Day. And I said, oh, okay. She asked me what I was going to do today, and I was telling her all of the things that I was going to do. You know, I needed to pack orders, I needed to go to the post office, all of that. And she goes, is the post office open today? And I went, no, it's not. So thank goodness. Thank goodness. Crocheting while watching Cobra Kai. No, I finished Cobra Kai, and I started a new Netflix series called Away. I think I only have one more episode of it to watch. I finished watching Cobra Kai Saturday was when I finished watching it. If you guys haven't watched Cobra Kai, it's on Netflix. Listen, it is phenomenal. Phenomenal. My Facebook friends are probably about ready to defriend me if they haven't already unfollowed me, because I have been doing nothing but talking about Cobra Kai. I love it. Really do. Super excited for the 3rd season of it to come out, because it's an awesome show. And Terry, is Terry here? Terry, say something if you're here, because I don't know that I've seen her name go out there. Because henceforth, whenever I finish with something, I'm going to be saying hash brown it and send it to the internet. So I need Terry to watch the series, or she won't understand me. So Terry, if you're here and you're watching, I need you to just stop with the Lucifer business and turn on Cobra Kai. I need you to watch it. I haven't started Cobra Kai yet. A buddy of mine said it was awesome, though. I'm watching the boys. Listen, Cobra Kai is... oh, it's so awesome. It is so awesome. I had loved every minute of it. Was seriously sad that I ran out of episodes to watch. For those of you who don't know, Cobra Kai is from Karate Kid. The Cobra Kai dojo was the bad guys in the Karate Kid movies. And it is set in today's time, but it's the same characters, and there's a whole lot of the same actors that are all grown up, and what's going on with their lives now. And I'm loving it. Really loving it. And I don't know why I resisted, because I should have learned my lesson with the Beverly Hills 90210 reboot. Because I resisted against that one as well, but I really enjoyed seeing and hearing about those characters that I watched when I was a kid, and you know what happened with those character lives. And it's the same thing with Cobra Kai. It's awesome. It's super awesome. Did a third season even though one of the main actors passed away. Who? What? Which actor passed away? From Cobra Kai? Which one of them? I mean, I just read an article because that was the first thing I did when I finished season 2 was to go and Google to see if a season 3 had been signed by Netflix. And it had been. That's what they said. And it was a very recent article. My hubby might be interested in seeing it. You should be too, Sally. Don't you remember? I mean, it's funny. There are some seriously hilarious parts in it. Honest to goodness. And it's nice to see things from Johnny's perspective. He was the main bad guy, we will call them, from Cobra Kai, the one that messed up Daniel. And the one that was always fighting with Daniel. It's nice to see. It's nice to see adult Johnny talk about his feelings, about his perspective of the Karate Kid story, because you know there's always 3 sides to every story. So it was really nice to see Johnny's perspective of it. The crane kick. Hold on, there's something on my screen. There we go. Send it to the internet. Exactly! Hash brown it. Send it to the internet. Oh, only people that have watched it will understand how funny that is. It's so funny. So funny. I need Terry to watch it, because she's going to miss a whole bunch of references. Henceforth, she is. She really is. But Away is another nice show that is on Netflix that I'm enjoying that one too. I wasn't a huge Karate Kid fan, but I'll give it a go. Gotta finish watching my other shows too. Oh, I understand it. See Allie calling Johnny. Shh! Don't spoil. There's all kinds of people here who haven't. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. But I would also like to point out that he's probably not going to know. Alright. This one was the tricky one. Get in there. No, just work with me, okay? I know that I promised you that I was going to leave you alone last time. Just let me in. Thank you. Thank you. You're so kind. Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi died. The young blonde bully was Johnny. Johnny Lawrence is who that was. Oh, I've missed something. I'm on an hour and 15-minute from destination in Grapevine, Texas, so I will be listening. Oh, Wanda. How awesome. Okay, I'll give Cobra Kai a watching after binging Lucifer. Yeah, it should definitely be on your list. Away is about the first hello, nerds. Away is about the first manned mission to Mars. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Of course, there's a lot of drama, and I feel like that they have created dramatic situations just for the sake of drama, if that makes any sense. Still a good show, but I'm still like, okay, you know, what, honest to goodness, what else could go wrong? Because every episode, something disastrous either compounds the previous disaster, or there's a whole new disaster, but I am enjoying it. Plus, for any of you guys that watch The Good Wife, the actor that played Will Gardner, he is a main in the series. So I've been enjoying that one, but there's only one season of it. And I normally have a rule of not watching anything that just has one season in it because I hate waiting, and I broke that rule. So I'm going to end up being miserable because I have to wait. What's a nice show to watch with no gore or violence? Gilmore Girls. I loved Gilmore Girls. I really, really, really did. And I have rewatched Gilmore Girls whenever I get to. I refused to watch it when it was, you know, live every week. Because I thought that it was too teenagey and too, you know, childish, and I didn't want to get into it, and I forget why I started watching it, but I was so happy that I started watching it, because it's a feel-good show. I mean, of course, there's a little bit of drama in it, and, you know, things happen in it, as it does with all kinds of shows, but the Gilmore Girls really was just a decent, you know, single mom just trying to make it through life and all of the difficulties that comes with all of that. There was a lot of crying, there was a lot of laughing. I enjoyed it. I wish it never would have ended. No, Sally. Melissa, don't you start watching When Calls the Heart. I am always going to advocate for everybody to never watch that show. I'm so sorry, Sally. I refuse. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm still so mad. That was my pandemic show, because everybody said, oh, it's a feel-good show like the Gilmore Girls. It has drama, but it's the real type of drama. It's the real type of issues and all of that. Listen, nobody prepared for my world to be shattered in the middle of a pandemic, okay? It was supposed to be my happy place. It was the place that I went for happiness during this whole world going crazy, and it failed me, okay? It failed me. But it's good. Listen, it's good right up until it's not. It is good right up until the moment that it's not. Okay. I am not okay. I will forever be scarred. I will forever be scarred from that show. I am not okay with it. I'm still not okay with it. Like, I've had to fight myself from emailing. But, the Gilmore Girls, Melissa, and I saw that somebody said that they did a reunion for it because so many of the fans, you know, wanted to find out. So there is that, you know, after you go through all of the seasons and you watch everything, if you have Netflix, Netflix did a special show where the characters came back and you find out where they are years down the road. So that was really nice to have. You need to watch the next season of When Called the Heart. It has a. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back to it. I refuse. Hash brown it. Yep. Hash brown it. I refuse. Shan't. Hash brown it. Send it to the internet. I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it. I had a phone call. I was on the phone with Gabby. When was it? Last weekend or the weekend before? Maybe it was... Oh no, it was last Monday when I was taking a mental health break. Gabby helped me stay awake for a couple hours later. But I was having a phone call with her, and I'm so glad that she felt the exact same way that I did. She stopped watching the show at that moment too. So... it's not just me, okay? We're mad. We're mad, and we're not going to take it. Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life is the Netflix original. Yes. Let's see. Another show that is just happy, that doesn't have... Oof. Oh, Heart of Dixie. Now, I have selfish reasons for falling in love with Heart of Dixie, but the main character for Heart of Dixie, I forget what her name is, but she's so similar to my cousin Valerie. I mean, so similar. Except for my cousin Valerie is like 6 foot tall. She's very, very tall, like her daddy. And the actress is very short. She's very tiny. But her hair, the shape of her eyes, her smile, her mannerisms, facial expressions, all of that. It's like being in the room with my cousin Valerie. So that's why I binged Heart of Dixie, and why I kept at it was because of that, because it reminded me of Valerie. But I really did fall in love with the story, and I found that it was very, very interesting. I went 6.5 years without watching anything except YouTube videos. A friend suggested I watch Bosch on Amazon. It was pretty good. Detective series. Yeah, if you're into detectives, I've heard good things about that. Gabby's so mad! Yes, we're so mad! I'm watching Heart of... Oh, so you're already watching Heart of Dixie. I really liked it. Zoe Hart, yeah, that's the character. I can't remember the actress's name that plays Zoe. But her and my cousin Valerie share a lot of similarities. So it was like kind of being in the room with Valerie. She was very flattered when I told her that, by the way. She was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, but Jack Ryan's got a lot of violence in it. She's not about... She doesn't want the violence. Let's see. What else is happy? I don't know. I watch a lot of fantasy stuff. I prefer fantasy or historical dramas is what I prefer. It's just my taste. Hmm. There is a show that I started watching before Cobra Kai finally got to me called The Good Place, which is pretty daggum funny. It's really, really, really pretty funny. The premise of it is there's a good place and there's a bad place. But the good place is like a whole cluster of towns that have been specifically designed to be just for the people that are placed in it. Like your perfect house, all of your perfect decor items, you know, like anything and everything that you could want is in the good place. And this woman passes on, and she's young, and she passes on, and she ends up in the good place. But she was not supposed to. So it's going through all of the craziness that transpires um, while she's trying to not get caught being in the good place when she's not supposed to be in the good place. Sweet Magnolias was good too. Yes, it was. Binge The Warrior Nun yesterday. Saw all of it. Ah, you loved it, didn't you, Gabby? I told you. I told you. Oh, John says 56 watching, 35 thumbs up. Oh, you guys, hit the thumbs up. The Witcher was good. It took me a couple minutes to get into The Witcher. It took me a couple episodes to get into The Witcher, but once I did, yeah. But The Witcher has a lot of violence in it, and she doesn't want something with violence in it. The Good Place is hilarious. It really is. The Good Place is crazy. Shirt. Yes. I need to start using those words. Like, I didn't even think about that, Ida. That's a good thing. Like, I could start using those words, and it would still be family friendly. Yeah. Watch Super Troopers. Ugh. Meow? Meow? Oh, fork. Right. Oh, man. Yeah, The Good Place is really, really funny. Some of the stuff that she gets herself into, I'm like, oh, man. So I think I got to... Really? Stop it. I am maybe on episode 2 or 3 of season 2. So that's where I am with The Good Place. But I saw everybody talking about Away. I had fully planned to go back to The Good Place after I got finished watching Cobra Kai. But there were so many people talking about Away. And I wanted to take some downtime and just sit and crochet yesterday evening, so I started watching Away. But I will definitely go back to The Good Place because I was enjoying it. Oh, Kim says if you like the superhero genre, The Flash is the least violent, most uplifting of all the series, in my opinion. My son's middle name came from Super Troopers. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys true. I did not watch Super Troopers until I think it was maybe right around Christmas or New Year's of last year was when I watched Super Troopers for the first time. I had never watched Super Troopers. Mention again Bonnie's thing you will be doing. Ida, I think you mean talking about Betty McNitt. I will be live with Betty McNitt on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys are in the 6-Day Kid Blanket group, or you're in the Betty's Besties group, or you follow Betty McNitt on YouTube, because I think she streams to all 3 of them simultaneously, we will be there. Betty and I are going to be talking about some stuff to do with the Snowball Express. My little reminder. I have no idea what DB is trying to get in Kim's stuff about. Don't know. Let's see. On Hulu, I watched the show Everything Is Going to Be Okay or something like that. It was really surprisingly good. I've yet to watch season 4 of The Good Place. Me neither. I haven't gotten there yet. But I will. Oh, that was one too many chains. Don't want to do that. That's how we're pretty sure we messed up the first time, Steph. Oh. What else did I watch? Oh, I watched season 6 of 60 Days In last week. That consumed my life until I finished it, but that's not I lost my train of thought. Pause. Oh, so you guys, sorry for that, but so temperatures, right? Crazy, right? So it's 88 degrees here right now. It was 90 about an hour ago. Tomorrow, the high is 66. The low is 37. Wednesday, the high is 46. The low is 40. Thursday, 62, 51. Friday, 76, 55. Saturday, it goes back up into the 80s. So that is my my people asking me about coming to light my heaters, because I have gas heaters. Do you need help lighting your gas heaters? You don't expect me to do it, do you? 'Cause no. No, I'm not about that life. I'm not that type of girl. No. Pause for dramatic effect, yeah. Had to pause. Needed to respond to that one. Major twimp change. Is that an... Well, you know, just north of us, they're going to be getting snow tomorrow and Wednesday. Right now, we're in a, what is it? A drastic, disastrous wind conditions. We're under a disastrous wind condition warning right now. But there's super heavy winds coming through, and supposed to be snow just north of here, lots of rain, all of that. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Oh. Yeah. So it's going to be fun. And then right back up to the 80s or something. Okay, weather report things. Yeah, smarty. We say climate change is real. I don't know what's going on with it. All I know is I was lied to because I was told that it hardly ever snowed here. And it snows here, and I don't like the snow. I don't like the snow and ice. I would be fine with the cold. I mean, I'm not a pleasant person in the cold, but I would be much better if there's no snow and ice. I do not like snow and ice. It's fine as long as I don't have to go out in it. Will it hit southern Illinois? I don't know. You're going to have to look. Mother Nature's in menopause, right? Robin said it's been 110 plus degrees here in Arizona the past week, and my air conditioner went out on Friday. The AC guy won't be here until tomorrow. I would love those low temps. Listen, I understand those feelings because I was in this house in 109 degree weather with no type of air conditioning. So I completely understand where you're coming from, Robin, and I'm so sorry. So very sorry. Because that's not fun. One more here. Alright, no, I don't want no wrinkling out of you. I want no wrinkling. I want you to just act like you have some upbringing. No more wrinkling. I don't want a frog again, okay? You and me, we can do this. We can be fine. We can be friends if you just do the right thing. Hey, Leanne. Oh, Leanne's having fried rice for dinner. Wow. We're keeping an eye on the Atlantic. There's a new tropical storm named Paulette. Gosh, are we already to the P's? Man. Susan said that they had a very mild winter in Southern Virginia last year. I think we did too. We only had, I think there was only 2 really bad storms that came through. I can't believe I just said that. No, it was the worst winter ever, okay? Like, it snowed. Multiple times it snowed. And it was not okay. It was not okay at all. I didn't like it. I don't want to do it again. If it snows once, it's snowed too many times. Can't believe I just said that we had a mild. Ugh. She's had May Fun so many times. Ugh, listen, I finally made myself sick of May Fun. It took me 5 weeks of eating May Fun every single day for it to happen, but yeah, it happened, finally. Hello, Morgan! Welcome! I'm just glad that this hurricane season hasn't been nearly as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. I was really concerned when we had a tropical storm in, what was it, April? I was really concerned. It's like, okay, 2020, I'm just gonna need you to settle down. And y'all, did y'all hear about the sharks that are living in the volcano, that are swimming around in the volcano? Forget what volcano it was, but I read the article, and scientists they sent a probe down into the volcano for something. The water is super, super, super hot, and it's really, really acidic. So they weren't expecting to see any life at all in there, and it was just supposed to be taking, like samples or something like that. But there's hammerhead sharks and another species of sharks just chilling, just swimming around like they're at the spa in a volcano in highly acidic, very, 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 very hot water, and they're just cruising around in it. I am just blown away. Sharkano is like a spa. I know, but still, it's super acidic. I'm so concerned. This year, man, 2020, oh, 2021's got to be better, right, guys? It's got to be better. It's crazy. I'm surprised that they survived in a volcano. I know. Ida, what is that? Did you find the silk sharks? There you go. Thank you, Dee. Thank you. I mean, like, who had sharks living in a volcano for September? Who had that on their bingo card? So that's kind of crazy. It's really kind of crazy. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, Sue, I'm so sorry. Never heard of silk sharks? Well, what have you been doing with your life, Freaky? That's what I want to know. I mean, honestly, how are you living your life? Silk. You guys, how many of you guys watched the video that I posted in the Facebook group about the lotus silk? Isn't that the neatest thing ever? Like, I must have some lotus silk. I have to. It's probably crazy expensive. It's got to be crazy expensive. But I must feel of it. I must travel somewhere so I can feel lotus silk. I have to. Thank you, Ida. Hello, Sandy. I saw a meme that said something along the lines of, can we all agree that no one in 2010 got the where I'll be in 10 years question right? You ain't lying. You are not lying. Are you working on the trimming now? Yes, I'm working on the border. I have no idea what my mods are talking about. I have no idea what's going on there. What was I? Oh, the lotus silk. You guys, they are making silk from the stalks of lotus. It was so intriguing. It was so amazing to watch. The lotus silk video was nuts. Hello, Petra. Yes, it It was absolute. I mean, who knew? Really? Who knew? And the talent, you know? All right, look, the analogy is crab legs, okay? Because I like to think that, being raised on islands, I like to think that I'm very good at eating crab legs, consuming, if you will. But sometimes you go pop a crab leg, and you just don't get all the meat in what. I mean, it happens to everybody, okay? Not just me, it happens to everybody. I would be that person that would suck at harvesting from the lotus stalks. All I could see is just pulling too fast or too quickly, or and breaking it, and all of them just going, "Oh, take her away, take her away." I could never harvest. Well, it's not silk from silkworms. Nope, it's sure not. And it's from a piece of the plant that's normally thrown away anyways. It was pretty awesome. I posted it in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. It's in there. And maybe somebody will be able to find it and put a comment on it and bump it up to the top, so it'll come up on you guys' feeds if you happen to miss it. But it really was something super awesome to watch. And then something else that happened this week is the local yarn store to me, or it used to be before I moved, it's called the Happy Place. And she had a friend that was making prickly pear jelly. Prickly pears are native to the area that I'm in, and she gave her all of the leftovers from making it, because you can make natural dye out of it. So we got to watch, well, not watch her dye it, but watch her. No, we did get to watch her dye it, because she lived that. Listen, it made the most beautiful color. And she's got this big old 5-gallon bucket. She just wanted to try it out, so she just did one, I don't know, what do you guys call it? One hank of yarn the first time, but apparently the color becomes more vibrant the more the leftover prickly pear insides ferment. So she's letting that sucker ferment for a little while in that 5-gallon bucket, and then she's going to go again, and I'm super excited to see what the color turns out to be for that, because that color was crazy. John said that lady looked like she had about 150 years experience doing it, right? She did. She was just so quick at it. It looked more like linen to me, sort of robust looking. Yeah, well, to me it reminded me of raw silk, because the silk that we all get is very, very smooth, and that's how most people think of silk when it first pops into their brain. But raw silk is not like that, and when you touch textile that's created from raw silk, it's very, very, very bumpy, and it's not smooth. So it reminded me of raw silk. Did she give a second update? Yeah, she did. She did. I shared it in the group of what it looked like when the yarn died, or was hanging up. It wasn't dry yet. The colors the prickly pears made, I know. That was a beautiful color, wasn't it? I was thinking that the lady who is trying to message video call the moderator group. You guys just need to stop messing around in the moderator group. My moderators are having way too much fun. Seriously. I was thinking that the lady made harvesting lotus silk look so easy, but I thought that I would totally suck. Oh, me too, Holly. Me too. Like, they would fire me. Within the first 10 minutes, they would fire me. Absolutely. Because what did she say? How many did, so many stalks. So many stalks. Oh my god, puff stitches. What about puff stitches? What about, I don't know what, like, Kim is having a fit about puff stitches, and I don't understand why. I don't know. I don't know. My phone will not stop this evening. This is not okay. Oh, well, this is a special one. This is one for everybody. Oh, clearly, I am not meant to be doing this today. Oh.
Hey, Stephanie, I heard it's gonna get cold and it's gonna rain.
We already talked about that. We already talked about that. It's going to be lots of rain, which is never good here because they have no drainage. And when I say no drainage, I literally mean they have no drainage. You know, everywhere else, whenever you travel, the center of the road is the highest point at the road. Not here. It's the lowest point here because all of the roads turn into canals and they all funnel water to the water treatment facility because somebody thought that that was a good thing to do. Yeah, somebody thought that that was a good thing to do. Something about 200 a day. Yeah, I mean, it was... Someone designed a motif with puff stitches in the corner. Oh, well, I mean, I did, but it's not a crazy... It's not a crazy amount of puff stitches. And are you doing it, Kim? I mean, that's the important question here. Because you said that you weren't going to do it, but have you changed your mind? I mean, I'm just... Inquiring minds here would like to know. Oh. So... Let's see...
You know that about the center of the world. You worry about your yarn and your hooks.
Delbert woke up this morning and Delbert put on his sassy pants. Delbert needs to settle down. Sue said, I just walked in the house and the chimichangas yell, "Is that Delbert?" And I replied with, "Good night." I said I wasn't going to do a triangle. Okay, so are you doing a wrap? Did you try it? I'm super excited. Super, super excited. I kind of figured that you were going to do that, Kim. It's okay. I appreciate you. I'm sure there will be many other people that will do the exact same thing. And that's okay, because there's lots of people that don't like triangle shawls. Rude? I know, he's rude, isn't he? Delbert and the chimichangas must be wearing the same pants today. Delbert needs a timeout. He does. Have you used Stylecraft Special DK, and how do you compare it to Paintbox DK? Yes, I have copious amounts of Stylecraft Special DK. That is my second favorite acrylic yarn next to Paintbox. It is a smidge thicker than Paintbox. Paintbox is softer, and but Stylecraft is still a very good yarn. It's not It's not rough at all. It's a pleasure to use. There's tons of colors to choose from. There are lots of people that say that they can be mixed, that Stylecraft Special DK and Paintbox Simply DK can be mixed. I always hurt people's feelings when I tell them that that is not so, because I made an Arizona in Paintbox, and I turned around and I made an Arizona in Stylecraft for filming for the tutorials for the pattern, and they look similar, but whenever you look at them, when you look closely at them, especially during the Apache Tears portion of the blanket, they look completely different. And you can really, really tell the difference in the weight of the yarn. Paintbox is so fluffy that it almost kind of cushions in on itself, whereas Stylecraft does not. Stylecraft has, it's not as soft, so it has more structure to it, if that makes any sense. But in my mind, they don't. I have, I don't know where that picture is, but I have comparison pictures, because people are like, I do it all the time. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine, but you know, when I look at the Apache Tears portion of it, it's literally just lines. For the paint box, it's literally just lines of the drop down Mosaic double crochets that just, like, it very, very harsh lines of those. And when you do it in Stylecraft, it's still a DK weight, but Stylecraft is at this end of the spectrum and Paintbox is at this end of the spectrum. So when you look at that stitch made with Stylecraft, they're all stacked up on top of each other neat, and you just don't have a straight line like this. It's truly staggered, and they're touching each other. It's just a completely different look. But people mix them all the time, and they tell me that I'm crazy, and that's fine. You know, I'll be the crazy one. I'm okay with that. Go on, do what you will. But it's not a bad yarn. I enjoy it. It's not my favorite. Paintbox is my favorite, but it's my second favorite. So behind on my tester, it's not funny. It's been crazy around here. It's been a crazy week for me, too. I have not worked on my filming shawl since Sunday when I was with the patrons. And I haven't done that because I really do believe that whenever we're working things up, you know, whatever we're feeling, it's crazy, but whatever, I believe in prayer shawls, and I believe that the aura about you and your mood and all of those thoughts and all of those feelings go into everything that we're making. So I have not picked up the shawl all week long because I've not had a good week, and my brain is very stressed out, and there's all kinds of stuff going on, and I didn't want to put that into the shawl because I have somebody in mind for it to go to, and I want them to be wrapped in love, and I want them to feel that from me when they put it around their person. So I just didn't even want to do it. So I have not picked it up. I say as I'm making a baby blanket for a new human being that's coming into the planet. Yes, I know the irony of what I just said. John said I'll be using some Stylecraft Special DK for a cow. Oh, John's doing Tenna's Queen Cow coming up. Are you saying that one has better stitch definition? No, I'm not saying that one has better stitch definition. I'm saying that one is at one end of the spectrum of DK weight, and the other one is at the far end of the other far end of the spectrum of DK weight, and you can tell when you're working it up. Working on my Apache Tears scarf. I think I should just do a blanket. This pattern is addictive. It's very easy. It really is very easy. Does that mean that all my makes are injected with short and sassy? Yes, Kim. Absolutely. We have another. Wait.
Each minute of the day, you get grouchier with age.
All right. Delbert is in timeout. Delbert's in timeout. He's not here, so he cannot bully me. So I'm just not going to play any more messages if Delbert happens to send them. Chimichangas, go to bed. Tina's new blanket is stunning. Yeah, she's been working on that one for quite some time. It's very nice. I don't know that I would be able to make it through the Adventurous Queen. That would not be me. I do not think I would be able to make it through the Adventurous Queen. That's a really big blanket. You don't age that much just because it's the middle of the day. Listen. You gotta take Delbert with a grain of salt, you guys. You really do. Oh, man. What's everybody having for dinner? Or have you had for dinner? Or brekkie? Or lunch, depending on where you are. What are you having? What are you doing? Tell me all the things. Did I skip one? No. Hope that cloth don't drown nobody. Oh my. What else is... There was something else that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And now it has just jumped right on out of my brain. It's jumped right on out my head. I hate it when that happens. Or a whole cup of salt, I know. DB had quiche. Gonna make ramen once I finish this row. Sure you are. I had Chinese. God, I haven't had Chinese in forever. Okay, that's not true, because I just had Mei Fun 5 weeks in a row. But I mean, like, honest to goodness Chinese. Yeah. Grilled cheese, yum. Oh, Ida. You're supposed to be my friend. Steak and scalloped potatoes, yum. Cold sandwiches, chips, and sodas. I love sandwich night. I have homemade mac and cheese with Gouda and broccoli. Ooh, yum. Alfredo spaghetti and garlic bread. Yum. Bacon wrapped chicken cordon bleu with steamed veggies. Man. Homemade pizza for dinner for the kids. I might have some tom yum soup. It's 9:17 here. We had hamburgers on the grill. Oh, it is the Labor Day. It is the Labor Day. Everybody's grilling hamburgers and hot dogs. I would send you some. I know you would. I reminded you about something at the beginning of the chat, but I can't remember what. Oh, isn't that how it always goes? Huh? Reminded you at the beginning, but now I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't. It'll come back to me. If it's that important, it'll come back to me. It'll be okay. Okay, I would really like to know that you're not going to warp on me this time. Pray for me, y'all. I need the prayers. I need this to work this time. Taco salad. Oh. Went to a friend's place last Tuesday for Chinese. Only had... I'm not going to say that out loud. I'm not going to walk into that freaky, but nice try. Probably just a sandwich of some kind for lunch and no idea for dinner. Depends on what hubby brings home for me to cook. Oh, I will be attempting the queen cow with Tina. I'm hoping to do justice of her double fade technique with all the stash I own. Nervously excited. Listen, Leanne, don't, the awesome thing about Mosaic crochet is it's so forgiving. It really is so forgiving. I'm going to go back a couple years. I'm going to go back to the Havana cow because lots of people do not realize that not only was the original Havana that everybody fell in love with, that original monstrosity of a blanket, the huge monster of a blanket, not only was that blanket made with different brands of yarn, it was also made with different weights of yarn. She literally just reached over and grabbed a ball of yarn out of her scrap basket and just went with it for Havana. She actually did a video on her YouTube channel when she was still in Cuba talking about choosing the colors for yarn. And in that video, you know, she's got many different types of yarns that are there. And I think that that is one of the things that makes Tina's creations so beautiful and so unique, and why it pulls people into it. It's because she doesn't just hold to one type of thing. Like, I know that Stylecraft has done kits for the queen cow, but there's also other local yarn stores that are peppered throughout the world that are also doing kits for the queen cow. And Tina will tell you, just reach into your stash, just reach over, grab the yarn, and pull and go. Don't be nervous about Mosaic crochet. It really is easy. It looks intimidating. It's not as intimidating as it looks at all. Bonnie. Why is everybody telling me Bonnie? I won $100 of yarn from Hobium. I think I'm going to use the yarn for Queen unless it screams at me. Oh, that's a lot of yarn. Hey, Yarn Geek. Welcome to the chat, Yarn Geek. It's Yarn Geek's first time here. Yes, wasn't that video amazing? I kept watching it over and over for inspiration. Yeah, you just gotta go with it. What will the finished measurements be on your blanket? I have no idea, Susan. I haven't gotten there yet. Whenever I stop, and I am praying to the good Lord that whenever I decide to stop, that it'll be at least at 36 inches. It is a lot easier than it looks. They are mentioning the Betty McKnitt thing. Oh, you guys were thinking that I was talking about Bonnie. I'm not going to be live with Bonnie on Thursday. I'm going to be live with Betty McKnitt on Thursday. Not Bonnie. Betty. Another one of my good friends that I haven't seen Betty since Crochet Guild of America conference. I haven't seen her in person since Manchester. So that was 2 Julys ago was the last time I got to hang out with Betty in person. So I'm missing her a lot too. I'm missing my folks. My peoples. Nyasha, I don't know that you are going to get through it. The only thing that I would say for you is, yes, it gets redundant. Yes, it's mindless. But I think that there's enough sections in the Queen that I'm hoping that you will be encouraged as you see the patterns develop, because I know you. And single crochet and in the back loop and double crochet in the front loop, it's gonna wear on you really, really quickly with your mind. So I'm hoping that as you work through it and you get to see those patterns come to life, that it will propel you on and you won't stay bored, or you won't get bored. That's okay, Yarn Geek. It's fine. We're a big old group here. For those of you who don't know who Betty McNitt is, she's the designer of the 6-Day Kid Blanket. And she sent me a message the other day, and I said, oh, hey, by the way, I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you because I've been so busy, but man, you should have seen all the 6-Day Kid Blankets that were donated this year for Snowball Express. And she said, really? I said, yeah, there was a lot of them. And she said, well, I can't remember if she said maybe we need to come up with a specific color scheme for it or a different rendition of it, because the 6-Day Kid Blanket looks so different depending on where you place the color. The color placement of yarn can change the entire look of the 6-Day Kid Blanket. Still the same stitches, still the same repeat, but it's just where you choose to place your colors just gives, I mean, dramatically a whole different look to it. So I don't know. We're going to talk about it on Thursday. We're going to talk about it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what's cooking in her brain, because she's always cooking something. Good night, Ruth. The Adventurous Queen is a choose-your-own-adventure pattern, so you can design it and mix it up. Oh, the Adventurous Queen is massive. Massive! Did you see that sucker laying across Tenna's couch? Ooh. Are you talking about Tenna's cow that is coming up? I was, yes. Yes, I was. The 6-Day Kid Blanket has been on my list for a while, but I always end up having to push it for something else. Oh, I understand, but it's a great blanket. Sue said, I've not seen 2 6-Day Kid Blankets that look the same. I love, love, love them all. I know. And it's just crazy to me. My favorite variation of the 6-Day Kid Blanket, well, with color placements, that is the snowflake effect, I think it's called. I love the blankets where they use the snowflake effect with their color placement. Those are my favorite. I'm thinking, I mean, I don't want to speak prematurely, but I'm thinking that I may have gotten it this time. I mean, may have. We will see. Lord willing, please. So I don't want to rip this out again. I really don't. I took out like the equivalent of 40 stitches. So it needs to, you need to just stay settled down, okay? You need to just stay settled down and work with me, okay? Because it just, I need to get you to your own home. Front loop only and back loop only also changed the look of, there's so many different little tiny things that it really is a whole animal within itself. Bet you Betty had no, what is it, 13 years now? It's either 13 or 14 years that Betty McNitt designed The 6-Day Kid blanket. Can you believe that? That's how long ago she designed that, and it's just turned into a monster all within its own. And I've asked her many times about, you know, designing something else besides something that revolves around the 6-Day Kid, and she said, I have, but nobody wants it. Nobody cares about it. All they care about is 6-Day this and 6-Day that. So that's why you got like the, what did she call it? The supernova, the star one, and all of that, because all people want to do is just do, I mean, she's got 20-something thousand people in the 6-Day Kid blanket group, and all they want is just new versions of the same pattern. But when you like something, you like something, I suppose. You know me and mindless crochet. I know. I do know you and mindless crochet. I'm telling you. I don't know that you're going to be able to make it through. I wouldn't think that a huge border on a small blanket would look appealing. Go with what looks good, don't push it. Well, so the thing is I'm pretty smart, and with a little bit of color love in this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make it look okay. And I mean, realistically, it only needs to be 8 inches on either side. 8.5 inches on either side to get up to 36. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not frogging all of this. Well, I mean, I can't, because I've already woven in all of those ends. But I'm not doing it. It'd be interesting to see other patterns by Betty. She's awesome. She's made other patterns, and nobody ever wants to do them. They all fuss. Whenever Betty releases a pattern that doesn't have something to do with the 6-Day Kid, people lose their mind. I never swatched in my life until the 6-Day Kid blanket. It is still the only time I've ever swatched. Ugh. I hate swatches. I hate it. You could add granny squares around the edges. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not, and Kim, I'm not going there. We have 25 minutes left in this live chat. You behave yourself. John, I don't want to scroll. Oh, I don't want to scroll. Everybody is here. Sue, Freaky, Anthony, John. Oh, I don't want to scroll. Kim. Oh. Do not encourage Kim. It's like being at the zoo with the animals. Don't feed Kim. None of you. Have mercy. Just have mercy upon my soul. Would you, guys? We got 25 minutes. That's it. Just 25 minutes to get through, okay? This is a family-friendly place. Alright? So, let's see. You could do a candy cane border. Yeah, I'm not doing that. And the first border that I put on here, the reason that I had such problems finding my end and where I'd woven it in, I actually did a twisted single crochet border for my final round of that sucker. Oh, man. You did not warn people to behave at the start. I don't know why I did not warn people. I don't know why. It slipped my mind, okay? Truly, it did. It slipped my mind. So, before I forget, don't forget that Jennifer and I will be live tomorrow over on the Good Loops Facebook page at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We will be over there doing our normal Good Loops weekly live, unless something happens, but I don't foresee anything happening. So Jennifer and I will be over there. Me and Betty on Thursday, same time, only and Betty's besties. The 6-Day Kit Blanket group, of course, and then Betty's YouTube channel. What else is going on this week? Nothing that I'm aware of. Yeah, I don't have anything else going on this week. Those are the other 2 times that you can catch me live. Can you put 2 or 3 rows of the middle around the edge? See, that's going to require math, and this is a rectangle. Don't make me turn this video around. Oh. John! Oh my lord. Oh, all of you guys. All of you guys. Oh man. Oh. Tomorrow's gonna feel like a Monday. Tomorrow is actually my Monday. So it does feel like a Monday to me because it is my Monday. Tuesdays are my Mondays. This is my Sunday. Do I need to time out Anthony and Kim? You can't time out Kim. I don't believe. Ida can, and I can. Maths, yes, lots and lots and lots of maths, and I don't know that I want to math like that, okay? That is a good idea. Amy suggested the same thing, and I snarled at her. Just like I'm snarling at you in my head. I don't know that that's something that I want to do. Maybe after I get one more round of double crochets of this out here, maybe I will think about it. Maybe I might count the stitches. See what's there. See what needs to be done. Because you might have a point. I just don't know that I want to do that much math, you know? Oh no. Oh no, you don't. Okay, well at least you can... Alright, a little blocking will help that. I need you to stop it. Yeah, blocking's gonna fix that. Yeah. This is fine. I think. This is all gonna be fine. I love this live group so much. Listen, you have, I mean, they can get a little bit crazy. Anthony, Kim, look at what you started. All of you. Oh my goodness. You guys. All. Oh. Family friendly. Oh. Quick, somebody copy the chat. You guys, you're all naughty. You're all very, very, very naughty. This is a family friendly chat, okay? This is family friendly. So I need y'all to act accordingly, act like you got some upbringing for the next 20 minutes, okay? Mercy. Mercy, mercy, mercy. It's always Kim. You know, Kim likes to act all innocent, but Kim starts a lot of trouble. You know that? She really does. Kim starts a whole lot of trouble. Shenanigans. Queen of the shenanigan. Oh. Good night, Phoenix. Oh, these shenanigans. I don't know what to do with you guys sometimes. Really. I'm lurking, so I have some upbringing. Crochet Nana, yes, you do. Ain't that the truth? I'm so sorry. I know, like, listen, Kim brings up a good point. I'm not going to read it off because Chimichangas might be listening, but ain't that the God's honest truth? I actually started it with my hands. No, that is not how this happened. That is not how this happened at all. Don't try to do that. Kim needs to own up to it. This is all Kim's fault. Lots of knots in this ball of lush. What? You got knots in your ball of lush? That's a problem. Are you being serious? Or are you just, I need to know about that. Send me a message about that after chat. Please, Melissa. Let your hands reach for the yarn and hook. You must have started this blanket. Oh, goodness. Everything is my fault. Stephanie doing live streams is my fault. Fiberific streaming for 2 hours is my fault. That is true. That is very true. D, whose side are you on? Do you want to go to the naughty corner too? Whose side are you on? I will not have folks ganging up on me, okay? I will not. I will not deal with this type of abuse. I will not stand for it. This is not how we're living our lives. Okay, this situation is Kim's fault. And y'all are just gonna have to accept that this is Kim's fault. No, now everybody's agreeing with Kim. Yes. Kim did bully me into starting lives. She did. Yep, so you all have Kim to blame for this. Good night, Lily. 15 minutes. Thank you, Ada, for the update. I was just saying. You was just saying. Just saying. It's time to talk Tim Tams. I love Tim Tams. I do. Come to the naughty corner. I have coffee and pudding balls and 3 bottles of wine. Ugh. And all the baby Tim Tams. Ugh. Tim Tams don't last long with me either, Freaky. I have to ration them out to myself. Not because Kim won't send me more, because she takes very good care of me, and I know that if I sent her a message and I said, listen, I'm out and I need help, that Kim would take care of me. I ration them out because I will eat them all and make myself ill if I don't. all the baby Tim Tams. Kim has all the baby Tim Tams because they sell Mondo bags of Tim Tams. What is it like? Didn't you say it was like your Sam's or your Costco or something like that? They had massive bags of baby Tim Tams. Oof. Oh, I get so ill. That's one of the reasons that I like the babies so much. It's because whenever I open up a regular package of Tim Tams, I feel compelled to eat the entire package because I don't want to take a chance on them going stale, you know, within the hour that it may take for me to get back to the package of Tim Tams on the counter. And I just don't trust, you know, like putting them in a Ziploc bag or something like that to keep them fresh because, you know, all sorts of things could happen. So if I open up a package of Tim Tams, I have to eat them. I just have to, or it will eat me alive. With the baby Tim Tams, you know, it's just the two little babies in one little package, all right there for you. And there's no guilt. You know, I can walk away from a bowl filled with baby Tim Tams and be completely okay with it. You know, they're all still sealed up. They're all fine. They're all blanketed in their wrapper. But it's not the case with the full-size Tim Tams. It's just not. Kim is an angel disguised as a rogue tester. Yeah. Must be Costco because we don't have Sam's here. It was something like that. It was definitely something like that. Oh, so I just got sent a picture from outside. And yeah, the weather is coming. The weather is definitely coming. And if people don't leave me... if people don't leave me alone. Oh, Kim's got a baby Yoda keychain. No, it's a stitch marker. She's got a baby Yoda. She's got a child stitch marker. Somehow I feel neglected in life right now. I really do. I'm the same with a package of Oreos. Okay, so I'm glad that I'm not the only one. Oh, I wanted to share with you guys that I have started to furnish my yarn room / office, and it will be an eclectic mix of chairs, an eclectic mix of lots of comfy chairs to sit on and crochet, knit, create with plenty of lighting. Ooh, fun. Fun, fun. I need some comfy chairs in here. I just don't have any more room. I really don't. I have no more room in here. And everything is busting out into the other room. But it would be nice to have some comfy chairs in here. I'm not really sure what a Tim Tam is. I don't think we have it in Quebec. It's a cookie or a biscuit from Australia. Good night, Kathy. Oh, it's a zipper pull. Okay. Freaky, will you stop sending people to Walmart for Tim Tams? Those are the fake Tim Tams, and they do not taste anything like the real Tim Tams. Stop sending folks to Walmart for Tim Tams. Those are not the real ones. Right now there's a mini fridge in the room. Wine, right? Exactly. Wine. So there is if you have never had a Tim Tam before, you might see them in Walmart, and don't be led astray. The ingredients are completely different. The way that you can tell if they are a real Tim Tam or not is the real Tim Tams. If you look at the back of the package, it will literally say made in Australia. The ones that are the fake ones that are put out by Pepperidge Farms, for here in North America, it says product of Australia. The real ones actually say made in Australia on the package. Their sugar is different, and the ratios of things that they are allowed to use are different from what they are here in the US. Their chocolate tastes different. It is a completely different cookie. It's very, very, very important. World Market has real and fake Tim Tams. Yes, to the best of my knowledge, they have the original Tim Tams, the original flavor Tim Tams that are made in Australia, and then they have the dark chocolate that is made in Australia, but the other ones are product of Australia. So not quite the same. Ten-minute warning, yeah. Are there real Tim? Yes, New Zealand has the real Tim Tams. Absolutely. Y'all got me wanting these cookies, and I don't even really know what they are, but I can have my sister bring some next time she visits. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. The real Tim Tams are just across the ditch in New Zealand. I mean, it's not different. Oh, man. They're able to put... Oh, John, stop. That's not true, is it? No, it's not. John's messing with folks. But their sugar is completely different in Australia from what our sugar is that we have here in the US. It tastes different. It tastes completely different. I'm so sad. I'll have university on Monday night starting next week, so it's my last time with you for a while. Oh, that's such a bummer. It's a good thing that there's always a replay, but that is such a bummer. I'm so sorry. I mean, yay for university, but bummer. So sorry. It happens a lot during school. Happens a lot during time change too. We lose a couple Aussies and Kiwis whenever time changes, because an hour makes a difference. Makes a big difference. My older chimichanga does not like US chocolate. She loves the real Tim Tams. Without her knowledge, I gave her fake ones. I thought she was going to spit it at me. I'm telling you, that's the exact same thing I did too. That is the exact same thing I did too. And there's coconut in the fake ones. Some of them, yes. I know for certain in the fake caramel ones that there is coconut in there. That's what alerted me to the difference of ingredients, because I'm allergic to coconut. The real beauty of a true Tim Tam is the Cadbury chocolate. The Cadbury. Wait, are you talking about the English? Like Cadbury eggs? We have Cadbury eggs here. And it don't take nothing like the chocolate that's in Tim Tams. Are we talking about two different Cadburys? I think we are. Next time you have to really look at the schedule for your classes and make choices. I know, right? Like Sally, she always schedules her hair appointments on Tuesday mornings for her, so she ends up missing life. for hair appointments. You gotta, I mean, you just gotta figure out what's important in life. Five minutes. Oh, want to continue in the shenanigans. Yes, Dee's already hitting all of the macros for all of the things. So if you're not already part of the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, consider joining because we have lots of fun there. The shenanigans continue there all week. I will be live, again, another announcement. I will be live tomorrow with Jen over on the Good Loops Facebook page at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. On Thursday, I will be live with Betty McKnit on her YouTube channel. She streams to 3 different places at once. So if you're in the Betty's Besties Facebook group, the 6-Day Kid Blanket group, or on her YouTube channel, you'll be able to catch us there. If not, and you just don't want to hang out with us throughout the week and you don't want to have a good time, that's fine. I can see you next week. But thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Yep, Cadbury's different in the UK. Yeah. Cadbury US chocolate is gross. I agree. I agree. Oh, John said, all right, 2/3 through the row, 339 stitches. Listen, buddy, you did it to yourself, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and act like you didn't. You did this to yourself. You chose this journey. But now maybe you understand why all of us that did the Arizona crochet along, like it was a big thing. 273 or 271, one of them. I don't know. I've mentally blocked it out of my head, but it was a big thing to mark yourself safe from all of that counting from each row of the Arizona. It was a big deal. Oh, don't you start. I'm gonna have to block this. It's starting to bubble up on me. I need you to act like you have some upbringing, dadgummit. Mercy. I only have one more side of this. And that is... This is probably a lot to do with me. I'm gonna finish this row and then I'm gonna block this sucker and I'm gonna see if I can get this wave out of here. Because I just don't understand. I really don't. There's really no excuse for this. You can tell by my hair that is growing in my face that I haven't had a Tuesday haircut in ages. That's true, Sally. You haven't had one. Okie dokie. It's time for me to go and eat dinner. I am hungry. It's time for me to go eat dinner. So, like I said, Facebook group, Patreon. We didn't talk about that very much, but there's always Patreon. You know, we're always there. Good Loops, Facebook, Betty McKnit, all that good stuff. Hey, it's been fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I finally made it. Everyone have a good night and a fantastic week. Oh, Wanda, so glad to know that you made it there. Okay. And we will talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Remember, be kind because you never know what somebody might be dealing with. Have an awesome week if I don't get to talk to you. Bye.